Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be looking at my photos from about 1 year ago to see how far I have progressed over the years. So let's get it. Alright, first things first, we're going to open Lightroom and we are just going to scroll to the very end. And it's about there. This is when I first started out. I started doing some like nature stuff, and then I started doing my school. Only basically soccer. We're going to look at this one today. So, you got my man Dylan right here. You know, Dylan looking fresh. Right off the bat, I obviously took out a whole bunch of stuff. And this looks pretty damn bad. Like, what the heck is going on here? I don't know. What is this? Like what is that? I don't even know what it is because it was their original. So, I don't know if that's like a person. I thought it was his finger, but his other hand's right there. That makes zero sense, but let's see what we did over at the edit tab. So nothing done here, nothing done here, nothing, nothing. And then I shot on JPEG, so I can't do anything with the denoise. I think the only thing I did was masking, which I did a butt ton of masking. So I got a whole bunch of masks here. I'm gonna re-edit this. I'm gonna start by, where's my thing? Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna go back to the original, okay? And then, let's see, I'm gonna crop, auto straighten every time, I do that every time. And then 4.5, which I like to do. And then, I'm just gonna crop that down a little bit, maybe like that. And then I'm gonna try to get this woman and all this junk in the background. Alright, so this is what we did. We got all that crap out of the way. You can see the before and after. Actually did a very good job with it. Surprisingly, it usually doesn't work this well. But I got rid of that weird finger thing, whatever that was. But now we're ready to actually edit. So, I cropped it, got all this good stuff. Usually what I like to do, if I come home from a sports game, it's usually I'm always using presets, right? Because it takes so damn quicker. So, I just usually, like, look through these. You're just lucky bugging right now. This one looks pretty good. Usually, mine aren't very good. I don't know why, but this looks decent. I'm gonna click that one. Alright, so now that we did that, yeah, boom. A lot better already. So, I'm gonna close that. You can see what we did here with my presets already been done. Curve, which I might actually make a little adjustments here, and then get that curve going. Last curve, set that down a little bit, boom. And then I'm gonna put the temp down a little bit. I'll do dehaze with this. And then I didn't mess with the color grading in my preset because, you know, every photo is different. So, like I said, it's kind of hard to make presets. Because, like I said, every photo is different unless you're doing like a tournament where the lighting is the same, you know. Let's see, midtones can kind of just go right there. Effects, I thought I had DAs on there. I'm not gonna mess with those yet. And then, like I said, I shot in JPEG, so I won't be able to mess with the denoise, whatever. Which is kind of crazy because I got hella noise going on. Alright, next, I'm gonna mess with the masking. So, could not find the subject, so we're gonna have to fix that. I'm just gonna straight up delete this thing and start again. Usually I don't do all of this, but first off, we're gonna do a linear gradient from here up. God damn, it's laggy. about there. Yup, I got it. Did I? Yep, okay. And then bring down the exposure a little bit. Just to bring the eyes up to the subject, you know what I'm saying? But, create a new one. And then we're gonna do subject mask. And this is what I use the preset for. I actually deleted one of these when I was doing this, so that kind of sucks. So if we could select the subject, that would be great. Boom, perfect. Let's go highlights up, shadows going up too, and then texture going up, clarity going up, and then sharpness. So once you get that, boom. Where is subtract and then subject? Set the gradient does not go over the subject, so we can see that very clearly here. And then I think I'm actually going to make a radial gradient for a little light. Just like, oh my god. I don't know what to like, just kind of like down a little bit, kind of like that. Not too crazy, just gonna bump the exposure up a smidge. Alright, I think we're good. Obviously, background was a big part of this with a whole lot of distraction in the background. I had to get this out of there, and then nothing too much going on. Basically, the background was the most important thing. Nice little combat. Alright, next one I'm gonna look at is this one right here. This one is actually pretty cool. I kinda like this one. Obviously, we've got these dudes in the background here. I'm gonna try and remove those. If I can't, I can't. It is what it is. I should have moved in the moment. I should have known better. But the thing I noticed about all of these, not just one of them, is little package delivery is I'm standing up, right? I'm not kneeling down, I'm not getting low. Low shots are literally make everything so much better. So much better. Let me see if I can find a good example. Like dude, look at this. This is sick. This is when I took other week ago. I got a little film vibe going on. I was kind of experimenting with that. Not really knowing what I was doing, but looks a lot better, right? So that's one thing I would suggest to beginners is to get low because it looks a whole lot better. Let's see if I can find that one again. All right, so back to this one. I'm gonna try to remove these people real quick. Got a remove tool, and then I'm gonna zoom in, right? And then I'm gonna just take, hopefully it doesn't mess up his forearm too much. I've been having good luck with this so far. Let's see. Come on. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Let's try the bottom half. Gotta lock in, make sure you get every single little spot. I could make my brush a little bigger, but that is fine. Boom, come on. Come on. Boom, move. Come on, baby. Always look, you gotta get lucky with these. Bang! Dude, let's go. I'm actually very excited about that. That's awesome, I ain't gonna lie. I did a very good job. Alright, let's go to edit, see what we did. Highlights going down, which makes sense because right here, that's good. Shadows going up, yep. Maybe just a little bit more. Curve. Do the same thing I do every time. And then add a little bit of curve. Not too much here. Boom. Color temp. Tint. Don't really need to mess with these. Alright, shadows. I'm seeing lots of blue, so I'm gonna move that a little warmer, actually. Or, I don't know. Yes, I am. And highlights. I'm actually gonna make that cooler. Boom. Not gonna really mess with midtones at all. Effects. No. Back then, I did a lot with masking, believe it or not. What is this? I don't really need that. I'm gonna delete that. Alright. Mask. Subject mask. Let's see what I did. I'll move highlights up. Shadows up. Texture clarity up. And then sharpness. Boom. And then I'm gonna mess with the crop a little bit. Oops. Auto straighten. Didn't do much. And then 4-5, which I've been doing. And then put it right there. Boom, enter. Looks pretty good. Let's just check before and after. I wish I guess I could. I'm gonna try and move that pole. Let's see. Alright, last little bit, and then should be good. Okay, I did not do jack shit. Bro. Alright, well, remove tool didn't really do much. You can still see there's a big ass line here. And you can kind of see right there, but this line here is annoying. I tried to get that out, but couldn't really do much about that, but yeah. Remove tool came out clutch. Obviously brighten up the shadows on this one. Lower the highlights because this. And then subject mask, make sure it pops out. That's basically it. Alright, overall, I think I actually improved a lot over the year. It is cool to go back and see how far you've came, right? Like how your style has kind of progressed, you could say. It's really cool because if you want to get better, you gotta practice. It doesn't really feel like you're getting better, like every day, like, oh, I'm getting better, I'm so much better than I was yesterday. Like, it's just, you can't see that, but give it time, gain experience, do a lot of stuff, and then go back and look, and you see a huge difference in your work. It's really, really cool. Alright, appreciate you guys for watching. Drop the subscribe button. I would appreciate. Fuck! Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you can hit subscribe, that would be great. Really appreciate it. That's it. See ya.